Alright, we awaken to find ourselves on a beautiful coast, staring up at the bright blue sky, clouds drifting by. Welcome back, everybody. This is TactiX Gaming. We're going to hop in and play for a little bit this morning before I gotta head to work, so go ahead and see what we can get ourselves into today. Pretty full hour, you never know who you might run into, might have to give that to. Like somebody over here is dealing with some crabs. Alright. Apparently he seems to be beating me up now, so that's cool. Trying to help you out here, buddy. Oh, now he's gonna stealth and hide? Really? Where are you, buddy? Actually, I have another spell now, don't I? Forgot about that one. Just commenting on how I needed to get some way to like close the gap here. Seems like I found a little homing jump spell, so let's just double check where we're supposed to be going. We're all the way over here. I think our main plot right now is over back in town. We just follow this road here. We should be able to get there pretty easily. Let's hop on our trusty steed and away we go. Oh, aren't you supposed to be sleeping right now, buddy? I said murder sentence for a second. Mender. Okay, so we have other things we can do over there. Here's where we're supposed to be going. Might be quicker just to follow the path, but that's not what makes other scrolls fun. I want to run everywhere, climb every mountain. And die. Okay. Level 30 well. Getting pretty close to town now, though. There's the road again. Guess we'll just go ahead and hop back onto that. Is the way shrine? Oh no, that threw me off for a second. Alright. Doesn't look right. There's a couple other quests hanging out in the area that we can take care of, but go ahead and finish up the current quest that we have. Entirely too distracted to try and run multiple quests at once. I will never get anything accomplished. I've learned that the hard way many a time. Alright, made it back into the castle. I almost get a bit of a sense of bleakness from right inside the walls. I do really like the architectural style of this kind of new area. Very castles and knighthood, but it almost looks a little bleak to me. I don't know, just maybe about the texture colors. They all just kind of seem a little bland. Wish they had done a little bit more color variation with different objects around the world here. Let's go ahead and talk to you real quick.
Island mounts show a different spirit than the steeds of Alakir. Pay heed, traveler. The difference is subtle but important.
Let's see your stable. Yeah, we know what trainers are. Yeah, it's quite a bit of gold still. That's what I was figuring. I don't think I was gonna have enough. We're working on getting that up a little later. But for now, check out. Oh my gosh, you see this over here? It's like what's that show? Metalocalypse. Okay, into the tavern we go. Like a sergeant? One of the guards over here getting drunk? Hopefully he's off duty.
I hear these knights are robbing people and looting caravans. Someone ought to do something.
Like you?
Hail, friend. Have you heard about the band of robber knights that waylaid travelers on the road to Gonfalon Bay?
Yep.
I came to High Isle to trade, but getting goods from the interior has become a roll of the dice.
Apparently I don't know anything about them.
A rogue band that calls itself the Ascendant Order. I thought they were only active on the mainland, but they're here on High Isle. Rabble-rousers and troublemakers, if you ask me. And now I hear they're looting caravans outside the city walls.
Man's gotta make a living, right? Interesting. Speaking of rumors, have you heard anything about a trio of missing ships?
Not specifically, but I saw some fancy-pants nobles giving the dockmaster grief. Missing ships could mean anything. Storms, pirates, poor winds, worthless navigators. Try Sergeant Dane over there. He's with the Sisters Guard and knows a lot.
Alright, thanks for the help, bud. You've been entirely useless.
I'm off duty, newcomer. Got a complaint? Take it to one of the other guards.
He's very put together for being a guard. I'm just gonna say that. Alright, so I don't have any complaints. I'm just looking for information about a trio of ships.
We police High Isle. Ships that haven't arrived yet aren't our problem. Besides, we've got our hands full with these so-called Ascendant Order Knights. They're stirring up trouble all across the island.
What do you know about the Ascendant Order?
Just that they're little more than well-armed bandits. They've been recruiting the poor to bolster their numbers. Now they're robbing caravans while claiming they fight for justice. Honest folk don't hide their faces behind helmets and masks.
Sure, there's the BLM joke in there. IFA. Alright, so what does the Ascendant Order want?
They're malcontents. They go on about how the high and mighty misuse their power by squabbling over the Ruby Throne. It started out small enough, defying authority, inciting riots, petty sabotage. But now they're hurting people.
Well, thanks for the information.
Something else, newcomer? I'd like to get back to my drink.
Well, since you're curious, why don't you guys stop them?
Ordinary bandits the Sisters Guard can handle. But when we send enough guards to meet a company of Ascendant Order Ravagers, these faceless knights just melt away. And if we don't send enough guards, then our guards don't come back.
First off, why don't you just leave a bunch of roving guards so they don't come back? But, what do I know? I'm just a local commoner. Why do you call them faceless? Just because they cover their faces?
Might as well be. Most knights proudly display their emblems. They wear the colors of their house and paint family crests on their shields. These Ascendant Order knights never remove their helms and bear no devices. They could be anybody.
Anonymity, okay. Not gonna join any guild right now. We got too much questing to do. Maybe we can be social later. Alright, so we're looking for Lady Belle. Lady Arabelle. seems like she's probably someplace else. So let's check this bookshelf real quick. Nothing very interesting to read here. I want to steal. We're good people. Is that a shark up there? Yo, that's dope. Great white, just black to the wall. You, sir, win. Okay, let's go ahead and head out back to the bay again. That pig. She's outside of town? Is this the lady I talked to? No. Alright, yeah, this is the lady of the glasses. I remember her now.
Good. You found my field office. I thought I'd keep an eye on the log while awaiting your report. My own investigations have turned up little about our missing ships. Tell me, did you uncover anything useful? Did the lighthouse keeper spot them?
Well, after the rogue knights darkened the beacon, the keeper spotted 3 ships before the storm rolled in.
Darkened the beacon? The locals revere that light. Who would dare offend Kinrith in such a way? Something is indeed wrong here. At least our missing ships reached these waters, but this storm worries me. Tell me more about the rogue knights.
Well, I'm gathering that they're not locals then, but they're known as the Ascendant Order. The inn's patrons said they attacked caravans inland.
The Ascendant Order? Here? I heard rumors of knights troubling folk outside of town, but I had no idea they were the culprits. I've had dealings with the Order before. This doesn't bode well. Tell me, did you learn anything at the Shallows?
Someone called the Ascendant Magus recruited salvagers to capture shipwreck survivors.
It seems the Ascendant Order knew the ships would be wrecked, and they helped make sure by extinguishing the lighthouse beacon. They knew my cargo was coming to High Isle. This means the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild delegates are in danger too.
What are you shipping here? Wait, what does your missing cargo have to do with the delegates?
Ah, you caught that, did you? My missing cargo is more delegates for the conference. Perhaps the most important ones. But I need you to check on the guild delegates right now. They went to visit a druid named Ravana. Her hut lies to the west.
Well, who's this druid you're talking about? Why did they go to visit him?
Her name is Ravana. She's something of a local apothecary. She uses her skill with herbs and healing to help the folk of High Isle. With the conference delayed, Valencia was curious about druidic magic, so off she went. Quentin decided to tag along.
Okay, well, what do you know about the Ascendant Order? What can you tell me?
The Ascendant Order models itself after other knightly orders, but they're nothing but terrorists. They claim to stand against those who would subjugate the nations of Tamriel under Imperial rule, but I suspect they plan to take power for themselves.
Well, are they a serious threat?
They are well-funded and have a strong presence on the mainland. They proclaim a powerful message about greedy rulers and costly wars, but it's mostly rhetoric. Not that the common folk see that. Our conference makes a tempting target, I'm sure.
Okay, well, what can you tell me about representatives?
Valencia of the Mages Guild is a dear friend. We shared a few adventures when she was starting out, and I called upon her when I needed help with a conference. She enchanted the invitation medallions the delegates require to attend the conference.
Okay, what about the Fighters Guild?
I only met Guild General Quentin when he arrived. He seems to have a good head on his shoulders, but the war has cost him dearly. He lost his wife in a raid. I understand why the Fighters Guild chose to send him to the conference.
Alright, fair enough. A little more information now. Alright, I'm gonna grab some coffee. I will be right back. Alright. Sorry about the delay there. Still trying to wake up this morning. Woke up super early, and so I'm still trying to get my bearings a little bit, so I need another cup of coffee. I wouldn't be sitting here yawning and looking bored, but I am really excited to get into play this, so I gotta figure out what to do with my hands. How do I hold my coffee cup and play at the same time? Life decisions here. Take a sip here. Lemony fresh. Not really chocolate and caramel, but alright. It's kind of interesting design. A cable bridge. Let's see. So I guess we're supposed to go to the Druid's hut now. Kind of figure out what's going on there. What happened to representatives, I guess. So go ahead and head that direction. I know most folks like to play third person. Gives them a little more sense of character running them around and see themselves, but for the most part I do prefer to run in first person most of the time. Sometimes in some of the fights it's really difficult, but sense of immersion I think is a little bit better, and you get to wander around in first person and actually look at everything in real time as you go around, so most of the time I'm probably going to be hopping around in first person while I'm playing. Just be forewarned if that drives you nuts or makes you like motion sick. I know some people struggle with that, so. Early morning sunshine. I feel it. Unusual push. Squirrel. Okay, so it looks like the Druid's hut might be this thing up here. Bowls? Eyeballs? What's going on there? Maybe it's just rocks. Oh, this is the place I ran across earlier, wasn't it? There was a monster down here? Huh. Maybe not. It just looks similar. A cozy little hole. Got carrot cheesecake. All for that. I like carrot cake. I like cheesecake. What could go wrong? Drinks. All right. Gonna steal all the foods. Got some flowers, alchemy bottles. Might be useful. Oh, they're empty, I think. Oh. Couple of different drinks. Lots of mushrooms. Apparently I can't take those. They don't want me tripping. Alright, cool. Now that I've robbed her blind, what do you got?
Greetings, traveler. Is there something I can do for you? Do you need a poultice or perhaps an herbal tea?
Not sure if the game is glitching or she's supposed to look like that. Her extremities look very clear and the middle's all blacked out. That's a little weird. Okay. Anyway, you're talking. There's something I can do for you. I'm looking for the Guild Magister, Valencia, and Guild General Quinton.
Ah, yes. The curious mage and the stern warrior. They stopped by. When I mentioned that rogue knights had been making the countryside dangerous, they decided to investigate. I told them where I'd last seen the knights, and they set out at once.
Oh, so you sent them to their deaths?
A clearing to the southwest. I'll mark the spot on your map. I saw a band of the knights gathering there the last time I went out to gather herbs. They forced me to retreat without them. I warned Valencia and Quentin it might be dangerous.
Well, that's useful. What are you exactly?
We follow the old ways. Some call us priests of Ifray, but that is only part of our truth. We are children of the land, like the weird. Guides and teachers to those who live in harmony with nature. People were not meant to bow before crowns of metal.
Well, unfortunately, that's the way most people end up, though. So, what does that mean?
Our people, the Breton people, went astray when they forgot the ways of nature. Stone walls and empty titles separate folk from the true way. We help them remember what their ancestors once knew. Some circles see it differently, of course.
Circles? And what are they?
Circles are fellowships of like-minded druids. Each interprets Ifre's will differently, but druids of the same circle share common traditions and goals. I belong to the Stonelore Circle. We seek to teach others by the example of our work.
Are there other circles here in the Sistries Islands?
Yes. Travel far enough in the archipelago and you may meet druids of the Eldertide or Firesong circles. Although the Firesong rarely leave their island, and you should be wary of the Eldertide. They do not like city folk or mainlanders.
Luckily, I'm neither of those. So they're pretty common here then.
Oh, you'll find druids throughout the Sisters Archipelago. Not too many on the mainland, though. Long ago, we druids left Tamriel and its troubles behind us. But here, our ancient ways survived.
Why did you have to leave the mainland?
Our forebears among the Bretons believed civilization should live alongside nature, not tame it. In the early years of the Direni hegemony, they struggled for the soul of High Rock.
And what happened?
They lost. Driven into exile, the druids left to seek a place where they could live according to their beliefs. Their wanderings brought them to the Sisters. The followers of the Weird remained behind. They walked a different path than the druids.
What if this ties into all the water stuff? What is the Weird?
The Weird are Breton witches. They follow teachings and practices that share a common ancestry with the druids. Whereas we left the mainland, they remained behind to safeguard the forests of High Rock.
The other differences?
We have more in common than we have differences. The biggest that you would notice is that the Weirds are all female, while we druids accept all genders in our ranks. And we organize in circles of common beliefs, while the Weird Sisters form covens.
Huh. Okay. So, we get the point. You're similar. Well, I guess we're still on the hunt for these delegates. Maybe take a nap? No? No? Not gonna curl into bed? Unfortunate. Take your water. Now you have to leave. Find some more. Anything interesting in here? No? Cool. Just a random skull sitting on the stairs. That's a little unnerving. Got some corn growing. Cabbage. Yes, looks almost like bok choy, honestly. Alright, we're going this way. Into the well. Oh, can't fall in. What? Pretty nifty. I'll keep you. By that I mean I'm gonna rip you apart and feed you to fish, but sucks to suck. Are a lot of flowers here. The sunflowers. Pretty nifty. Not a lot out here. Kind of barren. Whoa, hello. Jinxed myself here. Stab. Slice, slice, stab. why you don't ambush strangers. Never know when they might kick your butt. Alright, so apparently there's a bunch of people here. Supposed to fight them? Keeping them hostage? How far away? I'm almost to where they're at, so I guess in theory they could be keeping them prisoner. Actually, oh man. Alright, we'll just take care of you real quick. And look, a butterfly. It's like a sign from the gods that I'm doing the right
Over
thing.
here.
Oop.
I could use some help.
Top of this big rock? Bro.
You're the one Lady Arabelle spoke to at the docks, aren't you?
No.
You volunteered to help investigate the ships that failed to reach port. It's good to see a friendly face, especially after what just happened.
What happened?
Guild General Quinton accompanied me to visit Druid Ravana. When she told us about rogue knights in the area, Quinton was eager to investigate.
Naturally.
It was the Ascendant Order. They overpowered Quinton and knocked me senseless. They captured Quinton.
Are you sure you're not one of them? Was he injured?
I don't think so. The Ascendant Order was definitely trying to take us alive. That's the only reason I had the opportunity to throw up a shroud spell and avoid being captured myself. Did you come out here to find us?
So many questions. First off, if you got away, why are you still hanging out with them? Second off, you just ditched your dude, or is that why you're hanging out? Third, you know this. But yes, she sent me out here to find you because the Senate order was supposed to be targeting you guys.
And Ravana told you where to find us. Good. Now, we must rescue Quinton. I may have a way to find where the Ascendant Order took him, but we should get to safety first. Meet me back at Druid Ravana's hut.
I don't know if I can find my way back there though. Did they follow you out here? How do they know where you were?
No. We came upon them just as they were finishing an attack on a caravan. But I assume they recognized us or decided our station warranted capture rather than elimination. But you came with a warning, didn't you? What did you find out?
Well, for starters, they sabotaged the lighthouse, and we think they may have wrecked Lady Arabelle's ships.
Wrecked the ships? How in oblivion could they coordinate such a thing?
Right?
Clearly, the Ascendant Order is aware of the plans for Lord Baccaro's conference. They're here in force and causing more trouble than we anticipated.
I think she already answered this, but why do they want to capture you instead of killing you?
If they recognized us as delegates, there's all sorts of ways they could hold that over the conference. If they just assume we're rich nobles, ransom is always an option. But who can really say what those helmeted bastards are thinking?
Who can say indeed? Wow. She just up and bounced. Why didn't she just do that in the first place is my first thought. Like, okay. Well, guess we're taking the long way around. Wasn't too far, I don't think, though. But let's go ahead and just ride it out. Oh, more suspicious stuff. And if I investigate, oh, keep on the path. Watch, that's important for the quest. I need to go back for it. Probably.
I can't believe you drank our entire stock.
Me? Where's your proof? Just because I woke up in a pile of bottles doesn't mean I'm guilty. Those could have been
I'm gonna have to remember that. Just because I woke up in a around a pile of bottles doesn't mean I did it. Here, there's more of those. Kind of remind me of the fawns. Hopefully they're not super powerful. We'll find out. Doing much in the way of damage so far, so not scared. It looks pretty menacing though, I'm not gonna lie. Evil eyes. And hairy butts. No one likes a hairy butt. They're on top of her house and she just doesn't even notice? Or those like friends of hers? So many questions.
I understand, Valencia. Do what you must to find your friend.
I think she's really supposed to look like that. I feel like they forgot to texture her. Super weird.
I owe you a debt of gratitude for coming to my aid. It seems once again that Lady Arabelle chose well. Now to see if I can find Guild General Quentin, and by extension, the rogue knights who carried him away.
So you're able to track him?
I enchanted the invitation medallions that each delegate carries, so I can trace my own magic to locate Quentin. Now let me see. They move to north and east, across the loch. I see a chapel, crypts, maybe abandoned? No question. Quentin is there.
Wow. Reaper status. Okay. If they all have medallions, why don't you find the missing ships?
Lady Arabelle asked me to try as soon as we realized the ships were late. I wasn't able to make a connection with those medallions. Maybe they were too far away, or some other magic interfered with my scrying, but I wasn't able to detect anything.
Well, I guess we should head to the crypts then. Alright.
No, we need to return to Lady Arabelle and share this information. Then we can mount a rescue for Guild General Quentin. I'll meet you at Lady Arabelle's little pavilion. What she calls her field office, I believe.
You're gonna ditch me again, aren't you? Oof? No? Spoofing? Alright, well that makes me feel a little better. I want to see you have to walk too. Alright, well, we're going back to town, I guess. Might hurt. Expert horse riding level. Never actually ridden a horse in real life. Never had the opportunity. From what I understand, you get pretty sore if you do it for the first time. It's difficult, I guess, maybe holding on to them with your legs. Oh, nope, I wasn't supposed to go inside. I was supposed to go up our little pavilion house thing. Alright, let's go back. Right out here. Yep. Cool
That
statue.
sounds like a Bane chapel, but only one medallion is there.
How'd she get here first? I think she cheated.
Valencia apprised me of the situation. I believe I know the place where she thinks they're holding Quentin. It must be the crypts below a Bane chapel on the northern shore of the loch. Will you accompany us on this rescue mission, my dear?
Yeah, you're going too, huh? Well, if you can go, I guess I can go.
Smashing. This will be like that time I pulled General Gautier out of a Reach stronghold during the border raids of 566. Now that was an adventure. Anyway, it's too bad Valencia couldn't scry the locations of the other missing delegates.
I just got major Austin Power vibes. Smashing vibes. Alright, mind if I ask you about the delegates that are missing on the ship?
I suppose you've earned the truth, and you certainly deserve my complete confidence. The 3 ships carried High King Emmerich, Queen Irene, and Prince Ernskar, son of Yoren the Skald King. I dare say I've misplaced the leaders of Tamriel.
Yeah, that's kind of a big deal. What kind of conference is Lord Baccarat holding exactly?
I said you deserve the truth. Lord Baccarat invited the Alliance leaders here for peace talks. He hopes to end the 3 Banners War. If we find Quentin with the Ascendant Order, we may find our missing royals. Meet me at the chapel north of the lock.
Okay, I'll meet you there.
We'll rendezvous at a Bane chapel on the north side of the lock. I've already sent an operative ahead to scout the area. Be prepared to defend yourself. The Ascendant Order won't give up Guild General Quentin without a fight.
I mean, I imagine him. Went through all the trouble to capture him, but what if it's a trap though?
Whatever the situation, I won't abandon Quentin to his fate. Oh, that's good. Let me write that down. Besides, we have to risk it. Both to save Quentin and to see if we can learn anything about the missing Alliance leaders.
They might be there as well.
We know their medallions aren't there, but they could have lost them at sea. Regardless, if the Ascendant Order uses the chapel as a hideout, we may learn something about their plans. Or a clue as to where to search for the Alliance leaders, perhaps.
Okay. I don't really need to hear about them. I know who they are for the most part, so met a couple of them. I think I've even saved at least one of them. But that's neither here nor there. We are headed to the crypts. Out of town. I don't think I need to do anything first. I didn't check to see if I have inventory space, but I imagine I should be good. Why can I not zoom out anymore? There we go. So, going across the bridge and heading east. Seems simple enough. Island moth. Those things are massive. It is kind of funny that they actually make them attracted to the light, though. You find that detail amusing. Run for the birdie. Oh, no, didn't scare it away. Flower? Alright, so I don't know if this is some sort of instance or if this is just random quest area. Well, that's kind of neat. Well, I think it's a graveyard, but these look pretty cool. Oh, I think this is where we're going anywhere, is crypts. Well, sort of. Going to a big building. What is this? Do I fight it? Yes. Holy cow, this thing is huge. Better get a lot of XP for this. This is what we can expect from the new zone. That's pretty awesome. A fan. Get over here. Got a lot of health. Like crazy amount of health. Quarter health, so I do a bunch of damage. Well, I got 100 experience. So basically the same as killing like 2 crabs. That checks out. As much as I love that they made everything accessible with Tamriel, or one Tamriel,
Got any more
I do
locks
miss
you need, Vic?
actual leveling up in this
How
game.
about you, Valencia?
I think not, thank you.
Now's not the time, Jakan. Let's see what awaits us down in the crypts.
What's in your sack? Okay. Alright. Here we
I
are.
can't pinpoint the exact location of Quentin's medallion. He could be anywhere in here.
I'll scout ahead. maybe someone should watch the door in case anyone follows us.
I'll keep watch. Be careful.
Aw, I knew you cared.
Quentin is our priority, but keep your eyes open. Who knows what the Ascendant Order left lying about?
Useful down here? Skeletons, bones everywhere. Who's living, feasting down here? Can I kill it? Can I kill it? Yep. Cool. I don't like centipedes. Gross me out. Are those kind of faceless statues? Dark blade, huh? Stab. Haha. Love finishing that way. Okay, well, apparently there's a bunch of people just trying to ambush us. Telling you, Quentin's on their side. Oh, yep, bam. Stabby, stabby. Whack. Oh, look, he just disappeared. I'll learn that skill. At least has some gold. He's going somewhere with his life. Alright, keep heading further into this crypt. Are we all going to talk about the fact that there's just random thieves like hanging out in crypts for fun? Or making it their base even? What's going on?
Let's take a look around, carefully. Guild General Quentin is here somewhere, and we might be able to find out more about what the Ascendant Order is really after on High Isle.
Okay. Well, I'd say lead on, but don't seem to be doing too much of that. Okay, nothing really to do with the actual storyline.
Propaganda. Don't be taken in. They are not as benevolent as they want you to think. No sign of Quentin yet, though. We should keep going.
Alright, I take the little one, you take the big one. Backstab. Okay, well, looks like we found our evidence down here. Manifest for the prisoners. As per the Ascendant Magus's instructions, an accounting of the prisoners currently in our custody. Colleen. Oh, Captain Colleen, okay. Tuzo, Captain of Kamal's Bane. Saji, Captain of the Perfect Pounce. And Guild General Quentin. They're just supposed to question them. But they're trying to find where the other people are too. Arian, Emmerich, and Ernskar. They cannot tell us where the delegates are. They are only security risks. We all know what that means.
The Ascendant Order has
Take
the
care of
captains
risks.
of our missing ships. But where are the Alliance leaders? First things first. Clear the path to the South Crypt, please. We must rescue the captains.
Why do they
and
charge
Quentin
me?
is with them.
This should be an easier target. Alright. Murdered a couple more people. More crafting supplies. Random burning barrels? Who takes who takes a torch and puts it in a barrel? Seems like a terrible idea. Oh wow, hello. Oh, that was a cliff.
Lady Arabelle. Colleen, Zaji, Zuzo. Thank the Divines you're all right. But
okay.
where are the delegates?
Maybe I should go down there.
Apologies, my lady. We lost our charges.
Sergeant, it's not all right.
Not to spoil a reunion, but we're about to get company.
Jakan, free the captains. Friend, keep the Ascendant Order at bay. Buy us some time.
Okay. Murder some people. Got it. Okay. There's a couple more rounds. Yep. Saw that coming. Oh, we get rid of this guy. Girl. Ooh, right in my throat. That had to hurt. Actually taking some damage now. Okay. By the time the bleach spell actually starts doing some good. What are you doing?
Stupid thing won't. Wait, got it.
Collect Valencia and get the captains to safety, Jakan. We'll find Quentin.
The Knights took Quentin away not long ago. I think they're questioning him now.
Then we must hurry. Come, my friend.
Pumpkins and yeast? Make some pumpkin bread? Alright. Let's go. Trunk empty. Alright, who looted this place already? Uncool, man. Uncool. Backstab. Probably should have stealth. Made a lot more sense. Ah, he stabbed the old lady. What's wrong with you? Oop, got some gold. Are you standing staring at the corner? Alright, let's go. Good here. Great sword or a mace. Actually, that was the right thing. I imagine the mace is probably better than my dagger. Yes. In fact, it's better than my actual sword. Okay. If we take that and then take our iron sword, put that as our number 2. That's 965 too. Well, I guess it's a little bit better. Extra damage is good. If we're gonna play DPS, it means I better pay attention and make sure I actually do some damage. Okay, let's try to sneak up this time. Didn't work quite as well as I hoped, but we'll take it. We seem to do a little bit more damage now. Not exorbitantly, but...
Down there. It's Quentin. Let's listen and try to figure out what's going on.
A new age of peace is upon us. An age of free peoples, standing together, not kneeling to distant thrones.
This is not your war, General. What say you?
The war took everything from me. I am with you. How can I help?
The Order is trying to recruit Quentin? We have to put a stop to this.
What'd I tell you? He's enemy. Just all too convenient that he just disappeared with them. Alright, murder! One button. He's on range. There we go. And murder. Okay, that was easy enough. we going? Over here, I guess? Give me your soul. Barrel. More rice. Right in the throat again. I think they'd learn. When you throw some armor on, cloak's not gonna help you, dude. Much more decapitated statues. Ooh, a lemon. And seasoning. Alright, I guess I'm gonna put on our rice now. Oh, this is getting a lot more dungeon-y deli. Flour, okay. Do some more baking. And rye. Some rye bread. Actually, it wouldn't be terrible to actually take one of these drinks I keep picking up. So we have magic recovery, probably not gonna do too much for me. Stamina recovery is good. And stamina recovery, same 532 for 35 minutes. That one. I'll just learn to make these real quick. And oh, why not? Can use one. Got him, let's kill him. Shouldn't be too hard to get experience in the other levels, but ooh, hello. Swimming. I think it's reflective. Where one of those giant like slaughterfish are gonna come out and eat me. Actually really dope. I like that water effect.
Here is your chance, Quentin. Stop these fools and strike a blow for the people.
Hey, you messed up.
But I have made my choice.
Alright, you actually are a lot more powerful than the other
We
guys.
can't allow the general to stop us.
Alright, so focus on her. Nope. Focus on her. I wanna take all your health. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Ooh, okay. Turn Magicka, I guess? Is that all Magicka? I assumed all my spells were stamina, but... I wish I heard to finish him off then.
I'm sorry it came to that, but well fought, my friend. Let's speak outside.
Oh look, the fight's over. I'm fine now. Okay. 2 attribute points. Maybe I do need some Magicka then. Man, if that's gonna use all my spells. Use your attribute points to health. Oh, I thought it was all for stamina for a second. I was like, why would I get health from stamina? Yeah. That makes me wonder if maybe I shouldn't do stamina. I'm not doing too much regular attacks. Dodging and rolling are probably important. I think I can always reset these later. I don't think I need any help at this point. Nothing really seems to be doing that much damage to me. Let's see. Got 2 assassination skills now. Either unlock healing spell, or I'm invisible. I actually was just talking about that'd be kind of cool. Or I can get weapon skills. Flood an enemy with steel, battering them, 5 attacks. That seems pretty good. Or bleed damage, damage over time. I'd rather do like immediate damage. Alright, so time to embrace the DPS. As I pick up a sword and board. Okay. Well, guess we're done with the crypts now that we found our friend and murdered him. But to be fair, that person who wanted me to find him is dead, or not dead, but like the one that helped kill him, so I don't feel so bad. I don't have to have that awkward conversation when I get back, like, hey, I found him and I murdered him. So, can you still pay me? Why do you want me to come back here? Oh. Yep, this is where that conversation happens.
I didn't expect Guild General Quentin to turn on us, and I certainly didn't desire his death. It seems sympathy for the Ascendant Order is more widespread than I knew. We must be cautious, particularly with whom we choose to trust going forward.
You think some of the others may turn on us?
Do I expect it? No. But that doesn't mean we should let our guard down. This venture wasn't a complete failure, though. We rescued the captains of our missing ships. We need to find out what happened at sea and what befell the Alliance leaders.
Let's see, where did Jakaran and Valicia take the captains?
To Mandrake Manor, my home in Gonfalon Bay. I'll mark it on your map. Jakaran, Valicia, and I have been using my townhouse as a base of operations. I'm confident that it is as safe from the Ascended Order as any other location we might choose.
Yeah, so you got a little throuple going on, do you? Why do you call it Mandrake Manor? It is pretty funny.
Oh, the name comes from a book I'm rather fond of. I bought the manor to serve as my home in retirement, and I keep a few mementos of my career there. Meet me there, my dear, and we'll see what our rescued captains have to say about all this.
Oh, you're supposed to be retired? Or you're gonna retire? Seems like you're pretty busy. Alright, I guess I'll go back and meet you at the bay. Where are we going? Oh yeah, right in the middle of town. Wealthy much, are you? 45 gold to get back. A lot, considering I think I have like 200. So we're gonna go for a run. Over the mountain and through the hills. Grandma's house we go. Better have some warm cookies for me when I get there. Oh, stuck. Ah. Almost back. Some time because my horse is tired. Shoot weapons away. Not murdering people in here. Criminal acts can result in significant legal trouble. Don't murder people and don't bring them back from the dead. Alright, so I got a bunch of stuff running around over here. Like her manor's this way. Down below? No, it's here somewhere.
Ah, there you are. Go inside and talk to Captain Colleen. Find out what happened at sea. I need a moment to collect my thoughts.
Quite the view you've got here. That's dope. It's a little noisy with be like fishing boats down here, but in view of the bay, nice statue. I'd kill for that. That'd be cool. I'd kill for that. Alright, Colleen, where you at?
I honestly didn't think we'd ever leave that cell alive. I owe you a debt of gratitude, friend. We all do. And I owe Dock Master of Gonfalon Bay payment of a different kind. I visit High Isle often, and I considered Arnold a friend. Bah.
Can you tell me what happened out there? Why'd you wind up in a crypt?
An armored mage and a gang of ruffians were waiting at the shallows. They clubbed down all who made it ashore. Dockmaster Arnold showed up, and I thought we were saved. But the mage, a Brent noble by his voice, paid him to walk away and leave.
Whoa, back up. What happened before you washed ashore?
We were nearing landfall when a huge storm swept out of nowhere. I looked for the light at Gonfalon Head, but the lighthouse was dark. We were blown off course, crashed upon some rocks. I lost sight of High King Emmerich, but somehow made it to shore.
Where they are?
I'm not sure. I didn't see any of the royals when I waded ashore, and I was the last one from my ship to make it to the beach. The tide turned as I swam in, and no one was washed up after me. I'm afraid you won't find the High King at the shallows.
Never happened to a captain goes down with her ship. Failed? Disgraceful. Dude is just straight chilling. Looks a lot more cat-like than most Khajiit. I think they updated the graphics a little bit. A little more creepy, honestly. Oh. Less humanoid, more cat-like. Gold gem. I'll just acquire that. Empty. It wasn't empty a second ago. Alright. Bookshelf. And we're heading back out. Side. What's this? For novels, I wonder? Statues. Alright, seems pretty well off. Guess book sales must have been good.
Over here, dear, we have much to do. I adore this view.
Me too.
Isn't the Colossus a wondrous sight? Still, gazing upon it does nothing to quell my anxiety. Somehow the Ascendant Order learned not only about our secret peace talks, but that the Alliance leaders were going to attack.
Well, at least they don't have King Emmerich, Queen Arian, or Prince Ernscar yet. Know of.
And neither do we. We're not even sure they're still alive, but we must hope. Your help has been invaluable thus far, my dear, and you've earned every piece of gold in this pouch. We'll find the Alliance leaders and unmask the Order. We have to.
200 gold's legit. Okay. Two-hand weapon doesn't really do me too much good, but sure. I swear the damage is going down. 1001?
Just as the Colossus watches over Gonfalon Bay, I was supposed to keep the Alliance leaders safe. I failed in that.
Yep.
But at least they aren't in the Ascendant Order's hands. Not yet, anyway.
That you know of.
What did Captain Colleen and the others have to say, dear?
Well, captains believe the Order's leaders are Breton nobles by the way they talked, and the delegates didn't wash on shore as far as they know.
Breton nobles? Yes. We heard that as well when the Ascendant Lord and the Magus were speaking in the crypts. That's something to go on. And if the Alliance leaders didn't end up in the shallows, we'll need to look elsewhere. What else, dear?
Well, Captain Colleen saw the Dockmaster accept gold from the Magus as they captured her.
Well, that's a lead we can investigate. I'd like to have a chat with Dockmaster Arnaud about that and a great many other things. I detest being lied to, and he did it with such conviction. You're still on retainer, dear. Would you care to join me?
I never agreed to be a retainer. But I guess I'll help you interrogate, quote unquote. Push him up against the wall a little bit, maybe? Dockmaster Arnold?
The Dockmaster's home overlooks the harbor to the west. Jacan and I will meet you there. First Quentin, now this. I hardly know who to trust. Times like these, I take a moment to contemplate the Colossus in the harbor. It helps clear my thoughts.
Tell me about the Colossus. Actually kind of cool out there.
That's one of the wonders of the archipelago, dear. The locals are very proud of their statue, even if few of them know the real story behind who it represents. I like it as well. One of the reasons I bought the manor. Such a spectacular view.
Alright, quit being cryptic. Who is it supposed to be?
The Colossus of Gonfalon Bay is Baron Admiral Bendu Olo, though most on the mainland would know him as the Colovian King of Anvil. He formed the All Flags Navy around 2260 in the First Era to gain vengeance against the Slode for the Thracian Plague.
What names? The All Flags Navy?
The largest allied naval force in Tamrielic history. Ships from every nation and province participated, and many of the vessels were built right here on High Isle. The fleet launched from here and rained destruction upon Thras for their treachery.
Okay, so what does this have to do with finding the missing alliance leaders?
Nothing, my dear, but you asked.
Fair.
Lord Bakara selected High Isle for the peace talks because of that history, though. The All Flags Navy recalls a time when disparate people united in common cause. He hopes to inspire the delegates to do the same.
Her attitude is actually kind of funny. I appreciate it. Nothing, dear, but you asked. Is this enemies? Why does it look red? Oh no.
Do you see that house above us? Mandrake Manor. Just like that place in the Investigator Vale story. People have been coming and going from there all day. A suspicious person might wonder what's going on.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that you're not suspicious then, right? Curiosity killed the cat. Can I actually go into her house? Or not? No? What was that? I thought, oh, that is the manor. They were all in there earlier. Okay, well, I guess we have to go to the other guy's house. Karn. Easier to go down this way instead of jumping off a cliff in a minute. There are many people in this town. A guard. For these statues. Must be up there, so head up and take a look. It looks like a blacksmith. It doesn't look like our house. Yeah. Uh-oh. That almost hurt. Guess it's not up here. I was mistaken. Yummy, chunky. Oh, so we're looking in the bay. Like way out. This is outside of town when we're looking in the bay. Well, let's see. Does this dude live in the docks? Any houses over here? Maybe it's on the other side of the post. I think. Open. I get up there. Jump down here. There. This is a long walk. couriers to go get food for him.
A mess.
I imagine the Ascendant Order ruffians loitering outside had something to do with that. Let's look around. A few drops of dried blood. A scuffle, but not a murder.
Well, everything looks pretty cleaned out. Jasmine tea. I think I already know how to make that, but let's see. Letter. As per our agreement, here's your payment for your continued assistance and discretion. Alright, so it's basically a payoff note. Take care of you.
Just as Captain Colleen said. Someone planning to depart. I think I have a picture of what transpired here. Let's talk, my dear.
Why don't you talk? Can I just... He's hungry. Guess not. Alright.
Nothing packed, food left on the table, and signs of a recent scuffle.
He was kidnapped.
I think it's safe to say Dockmaster Arnaud found that his Ascendant Order friends weren't entirely satisfied with their arrangement. They've obviously spirited him away.
Why would the Ascendant Order kidnap Dockmaster Arnold if they were not? They're already bribing him.
The Dockmaster ignored the wishes of the Ascendant Magus. Captain Colleen saw Arnold collect another payment at the lock. I suspect he got greedy, and once he proved he wouldn't stay bribed, well, he became a liability.
Where do we go from here?
The Ascendant Order's throwing around a lot of coin on High Isle. If we follow the gold, we'll find someone with wealth and local influence behind this. Another clue that a High Isle noble is involved. Perhaps they want to keep the war going.
War is profitable for the rich. Why would anyone want to keep the war going?
Profit, of course.
Oopsie.
That's what it always comes down to. Lord Baccaro should be able to tell us which nobles stand to lose if the war ends. Go to Steadfast Manor, northwest of the city. I'll have Jakarn look for the Dockmaster and then meet you there.
Do you think anyone else is secretly working for the Ascendant Order?
Almost certainly. As I said, we must be careful about whom we trust. It is a concern, but it can also work to our advantage. Gold only buys loyalty for so long, and I suspect our adversaries are not as organized as they appear.
Probably a good thing, but why do you say that?
We know their opening move didn't go as planned. They were interrogating the captains to try to find the missing Alliance leaders. Now they've taken the Dockmaster, who would have been more useful to them where he was. They don't trust each other.
And you think Dockmaster Arnold knows where the Alliance leaders are?
I doubt it. If Dockmaster Arnold knew where the Alliance leaders were, he would have happily sold that information to the Ascendant Magus in exchange for his freedom.
Fair.
We know he didn't because the Order is still looking for them.
But you think a group that claims to want to end the war would want peace talks to proceed?
I suspect the Order wants power, not peace. When the throne is vacant, your prospects of becoming Emperor suddenly seem a good deal more promising. That sort of prize might tempt a noble with just the right mix of ambition, gold, and imagination.
Think Lord Baccaro could point us at the most likely suspects?
Lord Baccaro worked diligently to bring the peace talks to High Isle. Not everyone thought that was a good idea. I'm curious as to who opposed him and why. Better yet, he won't voice suspicions without good cause. We can rely on his discretion.
Discretion. Good. Alright, so sounds like we're heading to his house then. Steadfast. Ooh, bananas. Like bananas. Inferno style? Oh, not for carrying all that around. Okay, well.
seem to get ahead here.